on. You'll beat me here, eh? Gee, lovely to see you all. Welcome. So, hi, Lorraine. Hi, Donna. Hi, Holly. Hi, Sue. Hi, Tanya. I don't think I've missed anybody out, have I? If I have, I apologise. Well, what a week. What a weekend. So, we had some really bad storms and hailstones. And you know, I told you last week when we picked the dog up. Hi, Lynn, how you going? Well, all that heavy hail at Esk, we had driven through there before it happened. It happened twice, I think, there they got it, but Saturday was really bad. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Pat Stamping. Welcome. So, where the line of the hail went, a couple of days before we were driving through that area. So, thank goodness that didn't happen when we broke down. So, and we've named the puppy. So, hi Marlene, how you doing? How's your ankle? Poor girl. I know how I felt when I broke mine and couldn't do anything. Yeah, so the puppy's been named, and his name is Bear. So at the moment he looks like a fluffy little bear, like a little polar bear. And when he gets bigger, he'll look like a big bear. So that's what we've named him. Paul even put it out on his Facebook page to see if anybody came up with any different names. But yeah, Bear won out. My sister liked Bear, Bella likes Bear, and I like Bear. So that's his name. Still a little sore. We were slowed again there. You love the name? Yeah, he loves. I'll put some pictures on my. Donna, he's a Marina, an Italian sheepdog. So he's big now as a puppy, and Paul put his hand down and put his front paw on top of his hand, and it covered nearly all his hand. So he's going to be a very big dog. So yeah, he's so cute and he's quick to learn. We did number 2s on the patio, and Paul picked him up and put him on the grass. And from then on, that's what he does. That same patch of grass that Paul put him, that's where he goes. So at least he's not spread all over the lawn and you're looking for it before you mow. So, and he's now barking, whereas before he wouldn't even make a sound. So he's now barking and carrying on. But he sleeps all night. Like, don't hear him. He doesn't make any noise during the night, which is good. But he's claimed under my dining room table on my rug. When he's brought inside at night time, he heads straight for there, underneath all the chairs, so you can't get to him. So, and Susan, him came face to face last night. Yes, they are. They are a beautiful dog, and he has a beautiful nature, and it's only going to get better. So him and Zeus came face to face, and they sniffed each other, and then Zeus came and hid under this table here, out of the way. Yeah, yeah. A beautiful dog, beautiful nature. So, yeah, so he's now being fed solids. Whereas before, when we picked him up, I think he was only still on mother's milk. But now he's eating solids and comes in and eats Susie's biscuits. But he doesn't take all of them. He only takes one or two. So that's nice of him, isn't it? It was a great movie, yeah. So that's all my chitter-chatter for today. The special's finished, so anybody who didn't take it up, you're too late, because it's all finished now. So I'm going to go down to the desk. Let's have a look. Now, I'm going to be doing something that is out of my comfort zone. Okay, so here we go. So I did this one last night, and using the brushes I really don't do it. So I figured I better start doing something. And like Lorraine watching Michael, we both watch him, he makes brilliant cards. So if you want to look up Michael's card art, he is really good and makes some beautiful things. A lot of them are 3D type things. That's where I got those flowers from in one of my cards. I did them in yellow, and I did some in purple. So he does things like that. He does some beautiful work. And apparently in November, I think this month, he has a showing at a gallery or somewhere. And it's in Victoria, so anybody wants to go along to that, they can go and look up. And if you look up, I think it was on the tree one that I saw it, that he was going to have a showing. So he puts them into frames and sells them as wall art. Okay. Yes, we're always looking, and we can learn from other people. So as I say, I know Lorraine did this one. Lorraine did this one a while ago, but I'm going to try it. So as I say, it isn't my forte. Okay, more storms coming. I just got a council alert. So we only got rain yesterday, thank goodness. We didn't get any more hail. So that was good. So I'm going to start with the tree, and I'm going to use early espresso. Oh, I haven't heard of those, Lynn. Let me just jot that down, if I can find a pen. So I don't lose it. When you want a pen, there isn't a back here. So it was Shane Jacobs. Sorry about this. And Sarah's not. Yeah, I'll check those out. Thank you for that, Lynn. It is so humid. I've had to clip my hair back because it was just hanging in my face and it was all wet. Yeah. So I'm going to start with this and I'm going to use Daubers. And as I say, I am not anywhere proficient in doing these, so it's going to be a challenge for me. Let's just get rid of those couple of pieces out of there. No more. I'm losing everything. I don't know what that was. Oh, it was one of my daughters. So I'm just going to put a bit on there. I don't have any brushes like he had. He had some brushes where he did these little bits in between the branches sort of thing. And I just don't have any brushes. So it should be interesting how it turns out because Hi Sarah, how you going? Oh right. It's now 6:41 p.m. in Texas. Wow. Oh, and I did want to say too, that was on my daughters a lot. I did want to say thank you to Deb. She received another card, and I'm assuming everybody else has got one named Deb, thanking us for the support we gave her through her battle with breast cancer. So that was gorgeous, and I assume, as I say, that everyone would get one. I don't know. So that was a nice surprise on Friday. So and I know we always just start with the dark one first. And I'm going to use pecan pie. So I'm more or less using the colours that he used, but I don't have some of the, where's my daughter gone? I don't have the colours. He had something called brown suede or something like that. I knew I had some more somewhere. So, yeah, so he had brown suede and some other. Turn my card away so you can see the front. You mean this one? Is that the one you were talking about, Donna? I shouldn't have all these stuck here now because you won't be able to see. So is that better? So I'm now going to use pecan pie. So he just used like a flicking motion. So another sort of self-taught, which I think most of us do. We watch something and then we try to emulate it. Hi Sue, how you going? Sweat's just pouring off me. So I had to clamp my hair back because it was just wet through. So I'll put these for a minute. So I'm going to start the green. I've got Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. So I think I'm going to use those two at the moment. Oh, Deb's card. Sorry. It's that one for breast cancer. That's set for that. She's used the sunflowers on as the backing with some little hearts. So that was lovely to get that. And then just inside for supporting her through her journey, which is unfortunately still going on for her. So we're going to do Mossy Meadow first. Yep, check which it is. So I think Paul's car is worse than he thought it was. Things happen for a reason. Now we'll try a bit of Old Olive. Upside down. So you've got support and strength, heart and faith, resolve, fright, hope, courage, survivor, believe. That's what's written on the front. So that was the one that they give in the, when you buy this one, they give so much to cancer research. Get rid of all that. So Deb should be finishing up her radiation treatment. I think this week. So we've got more storm alerts again. I might try a bit of granny apple. No, you didn't see that, Donna. Have to have a look at it. I'm just going to put a little bit of lighter green around. So what I'm going to do too is I have a square toe pen, whatever you call them. What are they? Little spray bottles. Oh, it was on YouTube. Yeah, she has had a terribly rough year. I think it always comes like that. It comes in 2 or 3s, doesn't it? Once you get hit, it sort of seems to snowball. So I'm just going to put that over here. I'll put it on top of my other one. And let's have a look. While we're on green, we've got this piece. Very delicate. And this goes over the top on here like that. So, and I want to try and get that same 3D look. I'm going to use granny apple. I'm going to use a lighter one. So because it's so delicate, I'm just tapping it. Of course, I don't want to tear it. Then I'm going to go back into my old olive. And I'm just going to tap that. I don't want anything too dark on this. And I might do a little bit of the darker one. Just a tiny bit of mossy meadow here and there. Just to make it blend in a bit. And I'm just going to tap it here and there. Nowhere in particular, just dabbing it on. And we'll put that one over there to dry as well. Put that on there. We can always touch it up a bit when so now we've got our little deer. Aren't they cute? So I wanted to do them. I did them in pecan pie, I think. And I'm just tapping mainly because deer like a lighter brown, aren't they? And we've got some bulrushes here. That's all right, we can do those darker. And I want a bit of green. I'll put that over there. Let's get rid of these. And I've got a piece of card that I'm going to do with blending brushes. So I'm going to start off with Misty Moonlight, I think. Oh, thank you, Donna. Oh. Okay. So I want it a bit dark up at the top, because this will be the sky. I'm just going round and round. So we want it a bit darker at the top. So I'd sit and watch Linda do it, and it all looks so easy to do. Okay. Hi, Kim. Yeah, change is all over, isn't there? So I'm just going to bring it down a bit more. And then I will use I'm sure the balmy glue will do it. We'll see. So I don't have a brush for every colour. I just have one for blues, one for greens, like that. So, did anybody else get anything exciting on the weekend? Lorraine, I know you'll be packing. And then what I did at the bottom is I stamped these in. Oh, here we are. So I stamped these little rock things with tufts of grass in them. So this is where our tree is going to sit. There we go. And I did put I wonder whether crumb cake will do it. I only want to for the stones. Oh, it's stones, they're probably rocks. When I did the other one, I did it too dark. So in the end, you couldn't see the rock parts. So I don't want to make the same mistake again. So, well, that'll be nice. Oh, okay. That had some direct oxide too. So I'm just going to bring that down a bit so that we get onto the rock part. So I've got to practice this. So and go back to our tree. Let that dry. And I just want to do circles around. See, it spreads out instead of looking too bunched up. Then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take one of my ball things, and then I'm just going to put it in my hand. I'm going to take the big part, and I'm just going to rub circles. This will give it the 3D effect I want. And I can't find my foam mat. Otherwise I could press it into there. So it just gives it that authentic look that it's 3D and it's alive. So we've got that sort of bendy look there, if that's what you can call it. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Just gently, because it is a very fragile piece. So I find Michael's videos very interesting, what he does with it. And that's why he calls it card art, because that's exactly what it is. Well, even our cards that we do are a form of card art as well. People do different looks. So I'm going to pop that there at the moment, out of the way. And then I've done some flowers. I did pink one's on the other one. That's sending an alert out. They ring you, and then you get a recorded voice. So I've got it now. I know the numbers, so don't worry about it. Suzie's hair. Now, yesterday when I was looking for these, I was looking all over, and I knew I had one with these little flowers on. But could you think of it? I couldn't think of what it was called. That's another one of Suzie's hairs. They're free, by the way. Someone on Facebook. You can't see. They all come up as far as I can see with YouTube by the names. So I don't know whether there's someone on. So we want our little flowers. Put that there. Now I want get rid of these. Now I think I'll do Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. Get this out of the way. All right, so I've got I can't see anybody that's on Facebook because you've all got the little YouTube icon by your names. Okay, so we're going to this one's thicker. Clean dauber. I think I've lost half of my centres on here. That's another one. Most of the centres have come out. I'll have to, whoops. Try and find them. There's one straight here. I don't know whether it's going to make much of a difference actually with these two colours, but I did bigger ones, but I don't think I'll use the bigger ones, but you never know. So I'm going to take my ball, and I'm going to take the smaller one. So I'm going to pick them up. And I'm going to put my ball in the centre. So by the time I've done this, our tree and everything should be, should be dried out. You got a lovely card from Debbie as well. I thought she would have sent all of us one because we've all supported the poor girl. She's had enough happen to her this year, but she'll be glad to see 2026. So all this week I'm going to be doing blending brushes. That's very brave of me because I haven't got a clue whether I'm doing right or wrong. There's a little. There's another one. I'm looking for all the little centres. Okay. So we're going to put our tree on here. So I'm going to do the tree like that. This will then go on here. And then the flowers will go on here. So that's what we'll be sort of looking at. So I'm going to use dimensionals on here because I want it to pop out. The internet's playing up, Kim. That's no good. And there's one of my little. They get in the most peculiar places, don't they? Now, I don't want them to show through on the other side. I don't want that one down there. And then our little are going to go across there. I want so I need to anchor that down. So I can't believe it. Next week, I've got 3 hospital appointments. Now you could put double dimensionals on this, which would give it another look. Oh, good, you got one too. Yeah, yeah. I thought she would send them to everyone. Now with this one, very, very gently, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and there. I still wanted to keep this 3D sort of look. So then I'm going to just drop this on here. You could put dimensionals under it as well, if you wanted. You'd have to use the tiny ones. So I'm going to have to rearrange my my lives for next week. So our first one's on Monday. We're going to fill in with these gorgeous little flowers. I don't know whether I've got all these little middle, so I might have to improvise that. Whoops, you didn't want it to come with me. Hi sis, how you going? You watch him while you work. It's nice that you can do that, Sue. It's so hot and humid here today. Oh, that's no good, Jill. No good at all. Must have been an early funeral. So I'm going to put him down the bottom here like that. I'm going to take my little dimensionals and I'm going to cut them in half. How are you going with your car? Yeah, you have a lovely night too, Kim. I'll catch you next time. How's it going with the car?
I don't like the chances of it that way. That fucking broom stick or anything. All the bolts have snapped off into the block that hold that bracket on there.
Sounds like it might be expensive to fix.
Might be what?
Expensive to fix.
Yeah, don't say that. That's what I'm thinking. We've just got to make room for this bloke to be able to get his hands and tools into there.
Have you got someone coming?
I spoke to a bloke this morning about it. He said, send me some photos. So I've just pulled as much part as I could just quickly so I could get my phone up in there and take photos of it.
Mm.
So hopefully.
Yep, hopefully it'll...
Yeah, a bit of pain in the backside.
Hey Jill, we've named the puppy. He's called Bear. So Bella and I came up with Bear because he looks like a little bear. So once again, I want this to stand up. He follows Paul around. Wherever Paul goes, he follows. But Paul's been with him 24/7 like because he hasn't had any work with the rain because the quarries get too muddy and they put mud on the road, which they're not supposed to do. So that's his name, Bear. Come off. So I'm now going to set this. I want Mama. I'm going to set it along the edge. I sprayed it a little bit too much. I'm going to snip the end of there, and then I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of glue there. And there, just to make it sit down. And I want this to pop up because I want it to look like that 3D look. Now, we've got some more flowers to put on. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Yeah, that's what Bear looks like. It looks like a little fluffy polar bear. He's really coming out of his shyness now. When we first picked him up, he was just so shy, never made a murmur all the way back, 2.5 hours drive. And by the end of it, he was actually had his snout on Bella's leg. And it didn't do much. The first day we had him, he just stayed in the laundry. I might do a couple of more flowers. Where's I put my... The other ones are too big. just need a couple more. Yep, there's another one of my middles. I only want a couple, so I'm just going to do it on this one. Now what have I done with me other? Here it is. I don't know how Bella went on. She was supposed to be going on a cruise this weekend. So with all this terrible weather, I don't know how she went. It was rough out there with all the storms. So I only want a couple. Probably can't see the difference here. Okay. I don't think we'll need these anymore. Yeah, as far as I know, be a bit bumpy.
What are you talking?
I'm on a live. Oops, offset. On there. I think I'll put a couple that have fallen on there. Oops, stay there. Now, I was thinking I could put I've got the card base. So my normal card base, which is 5 3/4 by 8 inches. So that's my normal card base. And I was just thinking, here they are. I got some birds and dragonflies. I had them yesterday. I was looking for my so I got some birds and dragonflies there. What I was going to do was I was going to put what is it when you want something you can't find it? I wanted the crystal diamante things, gems. I was going to put them in the middle of the flowers. Well, I can't see them. So I'm going to have to do it with these. Let's see if I've got enough. They seem to be all running away on me. And once it dried, I'll just pop a bit of purple on there. There's another one. Oh, that white could look nice and give it a bit of a contrast. Oh, as far as we know, she's still on her cruise, Tanya. Sorry about that. I hit the mouse. I think it was only a couple of days. just out and back type thing. She said it was some comedy thing. Now I need one more. No, you're not going to get me one more either. Oh, here it is. Look. Oh. I've got another two there that need it. Oh well. Haven't got any more. Oh, here's one. I think leaving them white would be in the middle. Nope, haven't got another one. Okay, so we'll put some of the birds and the dragonflies, I think. Are you moving, Day? At least you only use it moving across the road, which is probably a lot easier. I need another one. Shall I put a bird or I'll do another bird. Nope, we've got a dragonfly there. And I'll put that one in the corner up there. Now let's put it on our card base. Oops. Good job that didn't go on there then. So as I said, normal card base. And this is going to sit exactly just a little bit of a white border. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I was a little bit nervous doing it because I've never done it before, but I'm quite enjoying it. It's always good to test the brain, isn't it? So now this has to go on down a bit. Let's move this out of the way. Now I want a sentiment. Make a card out of that other one. So this is where I got the flowers from, Flowers of Beauty. And they were great. But I want a sentiment. I don't think I've got much more left here. I've been tidying up. So we could make it, because we only want a small banner for the front. Oh, thank you, Donna. So we only want a little one. What about a little hello? And we could sort of pop it in the top corner there. What do you think? Or we could put friend. Inside we can do a bigger one. So we could probably do this one. If I can get my fingers around it. I haven't used this as much as what I thought I would. But then again, you forget them, don't you? You know you've got them, but you can't remember what they are. So we could pop a little hello there. What do you think? A little hello? And then we could put in the middle, today is all about you, happy birthday. No, I don't. Unfortunately, Sarah. You would leave it as it is, what? No friend or nothing on that. And just stamp in the middle of the, what's it? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm pleased that it turned out. So we can put this little flower there. And then what did I say we were going to use? It's all about you, it's your birthday. No, it's not a Christmas one. So I love these scripts. They're beautiful. But this is more a wedding sentiment. Or we could do blessed to have you in my life. Could be an outback Christmas tree. Well, that's true too. Hi, Nicole. How are you going? Lovely to see you. Sitting in the back row there, were you? Oh, thank you. So I think we might put it's all about you, it's your birthday. Okay. I need a block. Just a small one. No, too small. We could try that, yeah. Decorated for a Christmas tree for the outback. That's a good idea, Donna. Blessed to have you in my life. Where did I see that? Ah, here it is. In the amber autumn. Now, this is one of those big super sets. So you've got the amber autumn and the trees as well. Now I'm going to do it in my secret seat, as you know. Well, that would be if I could find it. I don't believe I tidied all this off and I had everything straight. Well, maybe not. And you don't want to bow or anything. So, and I think I might do it in early espresso. I have to have a think on that, Donna, and see what I can come up with. Oh, nearly. Yeah, and we'll put that little flower just in the corner. It's a cute little flower. Just got a smidgen of we could put a little bird there, couldn't we? Or a dragonfly. Just to make it. There you go. You wouldn't even know it had a little smudge on there. So, part one. That's our card done. Yeah, you're on a busy road, so you can't just walk across it. You could do with a stop sign in front of your house, stop them all, and then you could walk across with the box. That would be funny, wouldn't it, Lorraine? All right, so I'll come up the top. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, Donna, do. You need a stop sign. You could put hubby out the front with one of those lollipop signs and stop them while you walk across. Oh, thank you, ladies. Traffic controller, yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you, everyone. It was a test for me. Yeah, we're all saying the same thing. Thank you. Thank you, Lorraine. Yeah, it was, it didn't turn out too bad, actually. It wasn't. Oh, what that was. And Paul's beat me to the washing. I was going to do mine after this. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, everyone. I always appreciate it when you come in and join me. And you'll be able to, this week I'm going to do the brushes, makeup cards with different things on them. So Donna sent me a challenge to, thank you, Glenda, to make a Christmas tree out of it. So I'll have to see what I can come up with between now and tomorrow morning. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're sitting in the background, please come in and say hello. Thank you, Nicole. They're a lovely group of ladies, very friendly, and they support each other. So please do come in, say hello, tell us where you are. We have different people from all over the world on here. Thank you, Lynn. So please pop in and say hello. If you can give me a like, share it, and ring that notification bell so that you'll know when I go live. Now, all this week I will be live at 10:30 Monday to Friday, but I'm going to have to reschedule some of mine for next week because I have about 3 lots of x-rays and appointments with hospitals to... Oh, thank you, Leslie. So, thank you very much. If you're going out on the roads, please stay safe. There's some silly people around at the moment. So many accidents, it's not funny. So I think the silly season's coming early. So take care. Thank you very much for being part of my live, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.